It has been a min. It has been a min since I made a video. Yeah, a minute and maybe 6 years since I made a video.
2,000 years later.
But that's why we're making this video, is a little life update, welcome back, and to explain where I've been. And we're kind of starting this guy up again. So, hi, my name's Bobby, and welcome back to my channel. A lot of stuff has happened. I went through a couple breakups, and then I went on my own sobriety journey. I jumped out of an airplane. I learned how to skateboard, and I met my partner doing that. I left my career in entertainment and marketing to pursue tattooing, and I'm engaged. A lot of stuff has happened. A lot of stuff has happened. A lot of things that I swore I would never do, like get married or leave stability or take a risk. But if this life has taught me anything, it's that nothing is certain. Nothing is certain. And you don't have tomorrow, you don't have the next day, but you are never going to have any certainty either. You're not going to have that 100% yes. You just have to follow the joy. You have to follow the joy, you have to follow the conviction, you have to follow the energy, the love, whatever is driving you. Follow that, because you're never gonna know 100% for sure. I don't know if this YouTube channel is gonna be successful. I don't know if this video is gonna reach anybody. I don't know if people are gonna like my art. I don't know if tomorrow is promised or the sun's gonna rise or any of that. So I'm just gonna do what lights me up, and making videos and creating stuff lights me up, bringing people together, talking about shit. Am I allowed to say that? I forget. A lot has happened over the past couple years. I was exploring my sobriety. I used to drink a lot. I used to go out a lot. I used to do crazy things. I had my drunk alter ego. Her name was Boblin. If anybody met Boblin, you know that she was a wild one. But there was Boblin, and I realized I just needed to stop doing this vicious cycle of like drinking too much, regretting it, doing things that were not reflective of my character. And so I started skateboarding. Skateboarding was equally cool, equally edgy, and somewhat dangerous, kind of like drinking, and you couldn't do them together. So that's why I chose skateboarding. And I started learning, and I went to the parks after dark, and I skated in Venice. I was trying to have this outlet that I couldn't fulfill anymore with alcohol. And I met some really cool people. I've actually met the coolest people skateboarding. And I actually met my fiance skateboarding. She was putting on an event down here, and I decided to come down to San Diego, check it out. It was a queer event, a queer skate event meetup, and that's how we met. After that, we went to Home Depot, and I taught her how to pot her plants. She taught me how to drop in, and look where we are. Look what that'll get you. Just go to a skate park. Don't worry, I'll bring Micah on and we'll have a story on how we met. After I met Micah, I kind of started learning how to tattoo on the side. And it started out kind of as a hobby, something that I could explore, like a medium, a new medium. I have painted and I've drawn before, but tattooing was more of a different medium. It was way more intimate. It was in the skin, and I decided to explore it. And I was like, hey, what's the worst that could happen? I didn't want to do the corporate life forever. I knew it wasn't for me. And so I was trying to think of other ways to kind of balance working behind a computer and like using my body for my art. So I started learning how to tattoo and working my corporate job. Mike and I were doing like long distance for about a year. Long distance was tough. We were living like kind of half lives, me in LA and her in San Diego, and we decided to move in together. And I decided to move down to San Diego. I ultimately left my job in LA, and I decided to send it. I was gonna work as hard as I could to become a tattoo artist, and I just kept practicing. I did a bunch of free tattoos. I was still freelancing design in that time, but I was definitely like pouring my heart and soul into learning how to tattoo. I was just practicing and practicing and practicing and practicing. I finally got into a shop about a year ago, which has been absolutely incredible. And I'm so grateful for this whole journey that we've been on. It has been hard. It has been so hard. I like can't even explain how hard it's been, but it has been so incredibly worth it. And just to see that it is possible to leave something that is your only source of income and it's making you a lot of money, but it's also not lighting you up, and then to find and chase something that's gonna be so far off, but it's like, when you're willing to put in the work, it's so worth it. So I've been in a shop, it'll be a year in February, and yeah, it's been a crazy, awesome journey, and I really think it all started when I chose to explore sobriety. All these beautiful things happen, including, you know, learning to skateboard, finding community, meeting Micah, jumping out of the plane. Yeah, we knew we were gonna do that. But like down to like getting engaged, like I swear I never, ever saw any of those possibilities for me until I started taking these steps in these directions. Also, me swearing that I would never get married. Don't say never, because you're gonna end up putting your foot in your mouth. I constantly put my foot in my mouth when I speak, and always, never, no. Anything is possible. Absolutely anything is possible. And so is this YouTube channel. So I'm just following that. This has always been a place where I can express myself, where I can share my story, where I share my lessons, just be goofy and meme-ish, you know? But I'm back, and I wanted to give you guys a little life update. I'm gonna do a video on all these fun little topics that I've been kind of exploring in my life. Sobriety, Mike and I getting together, our engagement, also our wedding, our love ceremony, if you will, and everything in between, maybe some tattoo journey stuff. But at the end of the day, I am multifaceted. I'm not just a queer creator, and I think that's the one thing that I got hung up on in the past, was I'm so much more than just a queer person creating queer content. I'm an artist, I'm a skater, I'm a human, I am a derp, I am all these things, and I'm not gonna niche down into just queer. I'm going to be all these things that I know that I am and share them with people, and hopefully it resonates with y'all. But if that sounds like fun to you, stick around, because there's gonna be a whole lot of that there. But in the meantime, thank you guys for watching this. Thanks for tuning in. Go ahead and subscribe. Check me out on my other socials, and we'll see you next time.